Well, hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the Jerry NC F1 channel. My name's Simon. Thank you for joining me, and we're going to be watching a replay from one of my races last week in Daily Race C, which I enjoyed most greatly. So, what are we looking at here? So, we're starting third on the grid, and we're using the Williams FW11B livery in honour of Sir Frank Williams, who sadly passed away last week. So rest in peace, the great late Sir Frank. So on board, here we go. Starting from third. Looks like we've got Ayrton Senna behind us. And a bit of a bog down at the start. You do use traction control on one on that to get us going. Otherwise I think probably would be spinning around in circles. So we've lost a couple of places in the start, so off we go. No disaster, because we're starting on hards. I think most people soon found out that's what you had to do. Start on those hard tyres, and then it's easier coming out of the pits on the medium. But also, it was definitely a bit of fuel saving in this race, so you have to make sure of that. I see the Ferrari going everywhere there, Delirious K, but look out for Delirious K. We come across Delirious K a few times in this race. So, but there we go, people sliding about all over the place. I think just about everyone there starting on hard, so just being as careful on that throttle as possible and as clean as possible, hitting those apexes, and I found myself in second place. I think, where's that, Croatian flag? Apologies if it's not, or Serbian flags, or a sort of flag like that in the Balkans, I think, has gone off. He's gone. He disappeared off into the distance. So I don't think we ever see that driver ever again. I think they go off into the distance very, very quickly. I can't keep up anyway. But I'm in a solid second at the moment, and Delirious K in third. So it goes all a little bit quiet at the moment for a couple of laps. So let's have a quick look at the liveries, shall we? Let's do that. There we go. Let's go back up to the first drive. There we go. And a nice, I think that's an Arrows livery. I'm sure it's an Arrows livery. Lovely job. So we'll go back to the back of the field. There's me again. So my Williams one, and then we've got Delirious K and a Ferrari one. I'll just hang on here with this because he's lost a bit of pace again. He wants to catch me up fairly quickly, so we'll go through it quickly. Bog standard. But then we've got a lovely JPS Lotus. There we go. Liz is beautiful. It certainly is a beautiful livery there, Liz. And look at that, a nice 1991 Jordan livery. Even though it's not right for the period, but it still looks nice. Nice colour. The emerald isle, the green and the blue. Then we've got again a 1990 McLaren. Slightly wrong, but it's still a nice livery. And that one's different under armour. Yeah, a little bit unique. Not bad. Standard. And then, yeah, we're bog standard. Oh, a nice Castrol one, a nice green ring, can't argue with that. Eye King monster. Oh, look at that, orange, purple, green, that's very colourful. Very unique. Oh, and your bog standard anyway. And, oh, that's quite nice, the red, it's definitely different. And turn about red all over it. Just get rid of them all, yeah. Changing tyres already. So you can hear me pushing the buttons. Just have to do that. There we go. And we're back. And as you can see, Delirious K is right on my tail. It's getting a little bit close. I'm just trying to hit my apex. I'm not too worried if Delirious K decides to get past. It doesn't really bother me that much. too much at all. And off we go. We've lost that position as the Senna S is into 4th. But again, no concern. Just keeping short shifting, just doing our fuel conserving in this first set. Not worrying me too much. You see, Norwegian driver as well. We've got Gonzis. Oh, and he goes a little bit quicker on the outside. He suddenly disappeared. And he's come back again. But I think Liz is Beautiful's got past that JPS Lotus. We do have 1 or 2 issues with them as well. We'll see that shortly. So, moving along here. Really, because I need to push it forward. And Liz is Beautiful is definitely trying to put me under some pressure. Wants to get past. You feel the odd tap now and again from behind, but you know, you just try and keep it pointing in the right direction. I thought, well, if they're really desperate to get past, let them go. So as you can see, the lessons all over the place. I thought I kept a nice smooth line there, and they're just not making their mind up what they want to do. So you just give them a little poke now and again. Now here we go, and bang! Lost their grip, and luckily I was able to just keep it together. I was able to drive back on track. We only lost another position. Old Gondas got past, so no disaster. But I did save Liz is Beautiful there from going off into the barrier. But there we go. They were just obviously putting that power down too much and lost control of the rear end. And lucky's it was still going and still putting pressure on me, so they got away with that. You can imagine me at the time. I was frustrated, but again, we didn't lose too much time, so just try to keep focused. They seem very impatient. I just kept thinking, they're obviously not fuel saving at this moment in time. Push it on a little bit. Down the straight. So again, look at that. Just all over the track. Look at that, another bit of contact. All over the place. Liz may be beautiful, but not very clean on the driving. Possibly, you know, could be using the pad, which is very difficult on these cars, especially if they are. They're doing very well to control it, to be fair. Then we come down to the end of the second straight there. We come up here. Is this where our next incident happens? No, it's okay. It does happen though, folks. That's all I will say. He's not on this lap, but as you can see, that Liz is Beautiful is really drifting it around those corners, almost Senna-esque almost. Power sliding around. So let's push it on a little bit. So we're just trying, and there's the leader. Has now gone into the pits. They started on the medium tyre, so one reason why they were so quick, you know, Delirious K has gone in as well, the Italian driver, and it looks like, yeah, now did Delirious K change their tyres and change their commas? Let's use both compounds, not sure, not convinced there. We shall see at the end of the race. So yeah, you have to use both compounds, medium and the hard. And the leader is dropped into 6th place. You've got Gondas up there who's in the lead, a Norwegian fellow. And there goes Liz is Beautiful, smoke around, and suddenly ungoes right where I am. I had no chance there, folks, of doing anything. So Liz is Beautiful has dropped down to 4th. Luckily, again, I seem to help them there. They're back, sort of fighting with Ryan there behind us, and got away with it. So I couldn't really do anything. I'd like to think you'd agree with me, folks, and to be fair, both times I sort of saved their skin a little bit. So here we go. So here is Gondis just ahead of me, Norwegian driver. in that shameful bog standard livery. As Scotty would say. He'll be saying if he's watching this, that big red face. There we go. And off they go into the pits because of that big red face. There we go, and we're off. We're in the lead. But, as you're perfectly well aware, haven't pitted yet. Gone a bit deep into that corner though. Lost a bit of time, nothing too disastrous. We've got the Jordan livery up this grind just behind us. So let's push it on. So I do believe I'll decide to come in this lap. Here we go, and I do. Been on those hard tires, 49 litres left. And here the boys are coming out, here we go. Medium set of boots, please. That's all. No fuel, we don't need any fuel. And look at that, the Belgian driver who's coming as well is 12 litres less than me. He obviously hasn't been doing any fuel saving, so I'll have to. Otherwise we don't get to the end of the race. See, I do mine early, so I can attack late. So there goes the 5th place car just ahead. Still 1 or 2 cars ahead of us there who haven't pitted, so we're still going to make some places back. So I think we're going to come out in 7th place. So off we go, hunt them all down. But I think some of the pit stops help us, and we've gained a place by keeping ahead of Gondas there. Don't forget he was ahead of us when he went into the pits. We're now ahead of him. Doing that extra lap actually helped me out. So they didn't have a very good outlap. Didn't quite optimise his new rubber. Or maybe it's the case he needs to do a bit of fuel saving, which he hadn't done yet, which I had already done. So let's push this on, get back up to the other end of the track, and we're up to 5th now. At the end of this lap, some more people have gone into the pits. And there you see, the one we're chasing down now in 4th place is Delirious K. Coming back to them again. Change of tyres. But didn't we, as I mentioned earlier, did they change to the right, actually change their compound if they only put the same ones back on again? Oh dear. Not sure, let's see. We've got to catch them. Obviously they were a good couple of laps before me, before I pitted, so again, tyres here should be in pretty good nick. We should be able to chase them down, and even if they, and possibly if they've got a fuel save. Right, let's get up here, and there we go. So that lap was a 1:21.9. Too bad, too shabby for my sort of skill set anyway. Push it on a little bit. We are gaining some time. We are beginning to catch the Ferrari livery ahead of me of Delirious K, the Italian. Definitely see that now. And they're struggling to put the power down out of that last corner big time, so that's where I'm gaining a bit, where I'm able to really rev out the car. Really important. When we come into the centre S's, really chasing them down now. It's good to have a target ahead of you. You can see them struggling, so you can really focus in. Did a 1:21.5 on that lap. Now lap 12, 14. The race was good. Didn't feel that long, and it didn't feel too short either. It was just right in my opinion. Don't know how you folks felt. How'd it go? And then here we go. Coming up to start our penultimate lap, lap 13 out of 14. And again, let's watch Lewis K out of that corner. Struggling to get the power down. That's where we're gaining, just at those real hard acceleration at those slow corners. That's where I'm gaining. It's classic though, this doesn't know. 2 classic 80s liveries. Ooh, a little bit of a tap there because he quite clearly Delirious was struggling, so it was braking early. Didn't quite judge that, so could have took advantage of it, but I didn't. I just took off a little bit and allowed them just to keep going. So same position held. But the way they're struggling on their tyres, if they've gone onto hard, they shouldn't have been too bad. But I've got a sneaky suspicion they've gone onto the medium tyre again, and that's why, because they pitted around lap 5, they're struggling on their tyres. They're wearing out too much, and that's why I pitted around lap 8, I think, if I remember rightly. And much better. Look at that, look, really struggling to put the power down. For Delirious K there, and we're having no problem at all. So here we go. Coming up to the end of lap 13, about to start the last lap. Can we take them into the first corner of the last lap here? Can we get the slipstream? We sort of show our nose, but Delirious K soon defends that quite nicely. I wasn't quite close enough. I was never getting quite close enough, which was a bit annoying. So we won't do any fast forwarding on this particular lap, as it's the last lap. Gone wide there. Delirious K come back on the track. I had it. Oh, the space just wasn't quite there, unfortunately. I'd have been a bit closer. Probably would have got past, but they soon came across and closed that gap off again. They never got a penalty for that, for going off like that, which surprised me a little bit, because I'd seen some other people getting penalties going that wide on that corner. They clearly gained an advantage, really, being able to come straight right in front of me, but there we go. Again, they're really struggling to put that power down, and the troubles around here, it's so difficult just to find a point where to try and pass. So this is it now, got to be as close as possible. They're sliding all over the place, sliding, oh, and there they're gone. Kept it on the track though, did Delirious K, well done. And over the line, and we got the podium, a bottle of bubbly. Now we'll know if he changed his tyres. No, Delirious K didn't change their tyres to the right compound. They also use medium again because they're going seriously down the order. But we'll just have a look at this last little and change the camera view. I'm going to go back to that. We're going to be on the nose cam here. To be fair, it didn't really, in my opinion, I made contact with them anyway, because I would have finished third because of their penalty, their 1 minute penalty. But I'm just interested to know if they really did. No, they were we didn't make any contact, they were just sliding around all over the place. Did it themselves. But there we go. Well, thank you very much, folks. Not a bad video there for finishing in third place. Really enjoyed these races this week, but this is one of my most favourite races out of all of them. Yeah, I had some good racing in that, and you know, with the tactics and them to manage the tyres and then come all the way back. So I really did enjoy it. And felt for Delirious K a little bit there, but obviously they forgot to change to the hard tyres, so it could have been a different result. Otherwise it'd have been alright on their compound, most probably. Well, thanks a lot for watching. If you have watched and you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and also leave a comment or two. I always try and read them. And subscribe if you haven't done so either. So thanks very much for watching the Joey NCF1 channel. This is Simon saying bye for now. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.